Okay, hey guys, so I'm about to take on a project. This is really scary. Not the getting married part, but the painting my dress part. I've never done anything like this before. My specialty in art is painting pet portraits, not wedding dresses or flowers or anything like that, or even airbrushing. This is the first time I'm even taking on a project with airbrushing. So what I did is I have a lot of fabric that I tested on. So I had an idea in my head that I want to paint my wedding dress a certain way. So I want to airbrush a background on, and then I want to paint some flowers on it, some roses. So my colors are going to be red roses. Oh, my dog is coming in here because he's curious. Colors are red roses and yellowish orange sunflowers. So that's what I'm trying to match up. I first tested on the fabric first for the paint, and I tested on some paper as well, so I could see what color it comes out on paper. So I'm just going to give this a go and just kind of dive right into this and see how it goes, you know? So with art, they say you can't mess up, and I'm kind of hoping that's the case. Oh, here are my flowers. So I made the flowers too. So I tried to match like a kind of a orangey yellow in that. That'll be my background, and then I want to paint some of the red flowers. And then what I did was to kind of get an idea of how it's gonna look. What I did is I have an iPad, and I loaded, I don't know if you can see this too well, but I loaded myself in the dress, and I drew onto the iPad what I want to do. I'm going to try to see if I can, there the color a little bit better on there. So do you see the color? It's kind of like a peachy orange. It's like an orangey yellow in the background there. And then I put this is all digital painting that I did, because there's layers up here. And what I was able to do is kind of take away, and if you can see, if I uncheck these, let's just do it this way, you can see. So if I uncheck these, you can see it without the flowers and without the color even. So if I take away the colors, there. You can see it just plain or with the color that I have. And the flowers, I drew them all on there. And that was the best way that I can kind of get an idea of what it was going to look like. So that's what I want to try to do. And hopefully it'll turn out like that. So we'll see. Okay, so I did the whole back of it, and I just have to kind of check to see for evenness, if it looks even all the way around. I'm really liking this so far, so this is awesome. I'm so excited. You know, so I'm going to kind of lightly draw on here. So I'm not going to bore you guys with me drawing, because it's going to take me some time to kind of just loosely put in a pattern here. You know, so I'm going to start with some flowers. I probably should start on the back and not on the front, but I have it on the front now. So I'm going to loosely do a pattern in kind of a, you know, flowers going down in a U, kind of, and up into the crease, and then a U towards the back of the train, which is a really small train. It's like a 10-inch train maybe. So we'll see how this goes, and I'll get back on video after I have it maybe somewhat drawn in. Here's more flowers I did on the back of the dress where the train is. So here's some progress I'm making. Oops, I don't know if you can see here. Okay, so I spray painted the red roses on the back of the gown, and now I'm about to do the front. So here is what it looks like so far. See that? All right, and I just need to turn around and do the front. Okay, here is my progress so far. It's been a week and a day since I started painting and drawing on my dress. And so far I did all of the roses in red, but I didn't do the detail of the roses, so I have to go back over the roses. As you can see, some of them have a little more detail, and then others are just still red without the detail. So, but I did all the greenery in it, so that took me over a week to do that. I'll just turn the dress around. You can see what I have so far, and you can see my buddy is here. Hi, buddy. He's been with me, helping me out paint and hanging out with me while I do this. So here's the side. You can see all the way down. And the back. And the other side, how it looks. I'm loving it so far, so hopefully it won't take me too much longer. It'll probably take me another week to do the details of the roses. So we'll see, but whenever I do art, I never seem to get it done. I have to just get satisfied to whatever point it's at and then stop. But at some point I'll be satisfied with everything and all the details that I do. So I'll come back and show you how it is when I'm all done. So here it goes. And I'll put in some pictures too. So that's what I kind of do. And mix it in with some progress photos as I go. Well, here we are, guys. I think it is finally done. It took me all week to finish painting all the red roses. There they are, and I think everything's pretty even. I filled in a couple more roses down in the center down here. I put a couple more in, but what do you think? I love it. I absolutely am in love with it. So I'm going to be so happy on my wedding day, and I just can't wait for everyone to see it. And this is just awesome. I love these roses. So let's take a walk around here. And you can see I did have to go over the roses a few times to get them the way I wanted them to. So a few layers. I did airbrush them first. Well, they were in chalk first, and then I airbrushed them red, and then I went over them in a darker red, like a maroon, to get the leaves to look that way. And then I did a bright red, and then I put a little bit of white on the edges of them to get them to look just like that. So and then the green leaves, I put some little lines in them. You can see there, darker green and lighter green. And it really took all of the better part of 2 weeks doing all this. So here we are. Oops, I'm gonna have to step on this here. Let me do that. Here's the back. There's that detail there. I am just so pleased with this, the way it turned out. Like I said, I don't paint flowers, so the more I was doing them, I guess the better I got. And then I would go over them again because I didn't like the way they came out the first time. And that's one thing with acrylic paint, it's very forgiving, even on fabric, I learned. So you can kind of paint over it and then over it again if you really need to. So I did. And not all the roses are perfect. There's a couple roses in there that are not perfect, but who's really going to notice that when I'm walking around and they're all kind of blending in with each other. So there you have it. There is my dress, and I'm so happy. So go out and just paint your dress. So here we are again. I thought I was done, but I decided that something was missing, so I decided to add some sunflowers. So I'm probably going to add some more, but right now I just added a few sunflowers to the roses that go higher up in the middle and on the sides, each side just like that, and then on the back. So that's where I have the sunflowers right now, and what I'll probably do is just add just one or two here and there in between on those roses that are between the higher up roses. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I like the little sunflowers in there. I think they will go with my bouquet, which I have here. So that's why I wanted to add the sunflowers, because it matches better with everything. So it looked kind of just really, really red. And I know the sunflowers kind of blend in with the background, but that's okay. I just kind of want them to be subtle, that you can't really see them too much. I want the roses to really, pop out more, which is, I think they do. So just adding a little bit of touch like that, real delicate, is all I kind of want in there. So I'll add a couple, like, here and there, like somewhere in here, or maybe one or two in there. So there you have it. Okay, so I'll come back when I have the rest of the sunflowers done. Okay, here we are. I think I finally finished painting my dress. So I added all the little sunflowers in that I wanted to add. Cody, what do you think? Hey, bub. So I'll go around and just show you where I put the sunflowers in here. The lighting isn't real great in this room, but it'll do. I'll add photos in. If I can figure out how to do it, I'll do that. I'll put photos in the video, just so you can kind of see the before, and now you see the after. So thanks everybody for following along as I painted my dress, and I can't wait to the big day. Take care.